What's going on, everybody? My name is Bendy, and this is Disney Heroes.
What's going on?
So, today, I'm going to be continuing my Noob Guide series where we're just going through each of the game modes one by one, and today we have Surge. Now, Surge is, I think, the next game mode that unlocks after Arena. So it's going to be the next one that you see, just playing through the game in general if you're brand new to this game. So I figured it would be the next natural step in the Noob Guide series here. Now Surge is by far the best way to get gold in this game for free, so long as you can get yourself into an active guild that participates in Surge and is relatively strong. Now, you may not be able to get into a strong guild early on in your game, but I think it's more important that you get yourself into an active guild, because those are going to be great ways for you to help build your strength and just get yourself better rewards in general that'll really just help you shoot your way up to the top. And you can kind of just use this as like your jumping off point if you're just starting out. So I think it's very important that you get yourself into an active guild pretty early on. It may take a little bit of searching, but in the very least, I feel like you should have at least like more than half your guild that participates, at least in the lower rank guilds, as it's going to make a huge difference on your rewards in Surge. Have I made that clear yet? Anyways, let's just get right on into it. Oh, and just a quick disclaimer, looking at my Surge screen and how strong everything is and how much gold I'm going to be getting from Surge is not a very good indicator of how much you're going to be getting. As I've already kind of made clear, it is very heavily dependent on how active your guild is and how strong your guild is. So just a warning, looking at my Surge is not the best indicator for how your Surge might be, you know? Okay, so I see that we have the whole bottom region here open, which is good. It's going to help me just show you how a Surge battle works in general. I haven't done any Surge yet, as you can see by my 0 number, but first let's start by talking about just the Surge screen in general. As you can see, it's just the map from campaign. You have 6 regions. You have Sunset Bay, Downtown, Uptown, the Middle Boroughs, Seashore Flats, and Oceanside. Now, you'll notice that each of these regions here have gradually less districts, as they're called. So you'll see that this Sunset Bay one has, I think, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, it has 7 districts in it. It's also the easiest one to do. And you'll see that each of them going down is just going to have 1 less each time. And then you'll see the Oceanside has only 2 districts in it, and it's the hardest one to do. As you can see by, it's like 14 million power versus this one only being 9 million. I say only as 9 million is still pretty strong, but like I said, not the best indicator for how your screen might look. Yours might only have this being like maybe 4,000 or something like that power. Alright, so that is the regions and the districts. Let's go up here. So you'll see, oops, this is how much gold that you've earned yourself from playing Surge for the day. This is how much Surge tokens you've earned. Surge tokens are going to be used in the Surge shop. Is used to get hero chips for the 3 Surge shop heroes of the month, which for this month just happens to be Mr. Big, Kronk, and Syndrome, and then you'll just get a bunch of random badges and a few other things down here, but mainly you want to use it on the hero chips that are up here, especially if you're working on these heroes. So that's that. So up here in this section, you'll see that this is the amount of Surge points that your guild has earned over the course of this Surge. So you'll see that we have cleared 24 tiers for this Surge so far today. And how you earn Surge points is just by fighting in Surge. It looks like the amount of points that you receive by default just lines up with how much power the district is. So you see that I just defeated this off camera, and when I defeated it, I received 11.21 million Surge points. And then you see that it's just a 1 times because this region is the easiest one. So as I move up to the other ones, you'll see that it's 1.5 times for the Downtown region. So I will receive 12.2 million plus or times 1.5 points towards the Surge. It's kind of difficult to see because it doesn't translate well on PC, kind of annoying, but you see that it's 911 million in order to get us to the 25th tier. Might be able to get us there from doing the rest of Surge, because as you can see, I've only done this one fight. Probably do the rest of it off camera. So you have to clear waves in order to continue to progress in Surge. So how do you clear waves? You defeat 3 regions on the map. It can be any 3 regions on the map, but as soon as you clear 3 regions, you will unlock a new wave, and then the 3 that you cleared will be reset back to being empty, and you can just go on and defeat it again. Now, the ones that you don't defeat, like for example, if we defeat Sunset Bay, Downtown, and Middle Boroughs, which is usually what people do because they are the 3 easiest ones, you'll notice that somebody over here has defeated this number 3 region as well as this number 6 region. Those will just stay the same for you when the wave resets. So those will just always be there until somebody defeats all 3 of the Seashore Flats. And you can clear as many waves as you possibly can in Surge. So your goal in Surge is just to clear as many waves as your guild can possibly do, and you'll notice that you just get more and more gold the more waves that you clear. So right now we are at 57% more gold from Surge, and then the next one is going to give us to a 64% gold. So this means that the more tiers that you clear in Surge gives you way more gold. So you'll see that you earn the number on the left over here, plus the percent of gold that your guild has earned over the course of the Surge. And these rewards are received at the end of Surge. So for me, it's noon. It might be different for you depending on where you are in the world. And then the last thing you'll see up here is the amount of guild influence your guild has earned. Guild influence is used for guild perks that are just guild-wide. There's a wide variety of guild perks. I could probably make an entire video on guild perks if anyone was interested in seeing that. But anyways, there's tons of just additional rewards that you get from guild perks that help out your entire guild. So every single time that your guild clears a region, you're going to get 1350 influence. So this means that we've cleared however many regions and earned that much for our guild from this Surge. Nothing super crazy. I can go into the perk screen really quick because I did want to point out that there is some Surge perks. The first one here is you get more raids. I'll show you guys raids and whatnot once we get into an actual Surge fight in a minute. Mainly from the guild perks for Surge, you're just going to be getting more raid bonuses, or more bonus raids I should say. But there is a few other things that you can get. So if we go over to the Creep Surge, you'll see we get the bonus raids, and then you'll see this reward tier. This just gives you more and more gold and whatnot from Surge in general. So you can see that my guild has already maxed out the rewards for Surge. This will take time if you're in a newer guild, but it's definitely very important that your guild just gradually build up a lot of these perks. There's a lot of them that are super helpful. Like I said, this is a whole entire thing I could make an entire video on if you guys want to see it. Surge is a great way to earn guild influence, which is used to unlock these kinds of perks. And these help out your entire guild all the time. And anybody that joins your guild just instantly gets all these rewards. So anyways, back to Surge. So let's go in. We're gonna go into Sunset Bay. This looks like a relatively easy fight. So you'll see on my screen, it looks like just a normal old fight, but you have this over here where you have bonuses. Now, I highly recommend that you at least do these bonuses every day if you can. So you'll see that today it just happens to be win with exactly 4 heroes and then win with no support heroes. And you'll get 200% more gold and 125% more gold from this. Doing a Surge fight, I like to hire a hero every single fight because what it does is it conserves the heroes that you're using on your own. Because in Surge, you can only use a hero 1 time per Surge, and then it's gone for the rest of the Surge. So I already did 1 fight actually, but I lost. So you'll see that I already used Mulan, Mr. Big, and Syndrome, and I can no longer use them anymore because I already did them in the 1 fight. So it's important to conserve as much as you possibly can when you're doing these fights. So I'm going to be using exactly 4 heroes and I'm going to hire. Now, who do we have here? This doesn't look like too bad of a fight. We do have Shank though, so I kind of want to go in with more of a fantastic team. So I'm probably going to hire, I might actually hire Wasabi. So I'm going to hire Wasabi. Now keep in mind that we want to not use any support heroes as well. So I'm probably going to go down here a little bit. I will do Disgust. Let's do Bunsen. And then, how about Ian? I think this will work. So as you can see, we have both of the bonuses applying to us. So as long as we win, we will complete the first check. So you have to do each of these bonuses twice per day in order to get the bonuses, and then you're just good for the rest of the day. So we're going to do this fight. We're We won, so you see that we got the no support bonus and the 4 heroes bonus, and I also get a little bit more gold for being VIP 6. I'll go over the VIP stuff in a little bit because there's a few VIPs that get applied to Surge, but for now you'll see that I earned 13 million gold just from that one fight. And I think the amount of gold that you get actually is the exact amount of the power for the team, maybe a little bit more. Actually, I guess if you're VIP 6 it would be more, but if you're not VIP 6 I think it would be the exact amount of the power. Oh shoot, they already cleared this, huh? I was hoping I'd be able to do this fight. You'll see that now I have 13.6 million gold, so if I were to not do any more Surge for the rest of the day, I would get this 13.6 million gold plus 57% more gold on top of that, so it would probably be like 19 million or something like that. So you can see that it gives you a lot of gold, especially if you're in a more active guild. Now, I'm in the #1 guild in my server, so I'm a very extreme example for the amount of rewards that you get in Surge. Yours might maybe be a couple million per day, but still, if you're a lower rank player, getting a couple million per day from Surge is definitely super helpful. And I think it's very important to do Surge every single day, especially if you're trying to build gold for yourself, which obviously is used to power up skills for heroes and get some items and stuff like that. So while we're waiting for somebody to clear a Surge region for us, let's go into the VIPs, because I wanted to show you guys that there is a few VIP perks that get applied to Surge. The first one, you'll see that you get 2 max raids per creep surge from level 5. Level 5 is not that bad. It's maybe like $15, something like that. I honestly recommend, even if you want to be free to play, getting to VIP 5 in the very least. You can either spend real money, which I think it's only going to be like $15, or you can go in and do these Tapjoy offers or Theorem Reach, or of these fiber offers. This one's surveys, this one you usually just play other mobile games and you'll get diamonds and VIP level stuff. So that's another pretty good way of getting VIPs. But anyways, I honestly highly recommend getting at least 2 VIP 5 for everybody. You get 2 max raids in level 5, and then in level 6 you get plus 50% tokens and gold from Creep Surge, which if you remember, that's what I was showing you guys before, where I had 1.5 times gold. That's what that is. And then the last thing is at level 8 you get 3 max raids per creep search, which I've reached myself. So for example, if I was in a really bad guild that had no creep surge bonus perks and stuff like that, I would have 3 max raids per day. Alright, so let's go back into Surge real quick, because I want to show you. Oh, I'm not going to click fight. Now you can auto select, which just picks a team for you. It just picks 5 random heroes for you that put you just over the amount of points to raid against the team. Or if you don't have enough power, it just picks your top 5 that you have left. So you'll see that I have 12 raids. Now that's how many I get from my guild's perks, as well as from my VIP 8 level. You might only have, I think, like 1 if you're in a guild that doesn't have any of the perks. As you can see, you can either quick fight, which just does the fight for you. If you're trying to do these bonuses, do not hit raid, otherwise you will not get these bonuses that count for you. Make sure you hit quick fight or fight if you feel like watching the fight manually, but I usually just hit quick fight. It's a lot easier and faster. I'm not going to do this fight because I'm trying to do this a little bit more strategically, and I don't want to waste 5 of my top people on just this one fight. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we got the new region now. I'm going to do 27 again. Hopefully we can do this one again pretty easily. So we're going to go in, we're going to hire, this time I'll do Cheshire Cat. This time I'll do, let's say Mim. I do want somebody who does some stunning to deal with Beast, so we'll do Mini, and then we will do, how about Dash? Yeah, we'll do Dash. Alright, so you can see we got 4 heroes again and no support, so we're going to get these bonuses. Hit quick fight. Hopefully we win. There we go. So you see, I got another 13.4 million, and now I have 27 million total. Oh, it looks like we already cleared another region. Okay, so now what I usually do is I still hire every day. After I get through these bonuses, what I normally do is I'll go in and I will just hire some people that people don't generally care about. So people don't usually care about Randall very much, so I'll hire this Randall just so I don't use up a hero that people need. That's just me being a nice guy in my guild. So I'll usually just do this and I'll hit auto select. And then you see it makes a team for me. It's generally pretty weak. I just hit raid, boom, done. This one doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go in, I'm just going to hire somebody. I'll do Louis. People don't really care about Louis very much. I'll hit raid, boom, done. Looks like someone's going really hard in Surge right now. So I'll probably have another region cleared in a second, so I'll be able to do this bottom one. Another little tip is most people just do these bottom 3. It's really not that bad. If you want it to be really extra, you could do these top ones, especially if you're one of the top people in the guilds. You'll notice that you get more points from doing the harder regions. If you go all the way up to Oceanside, you'll see you get 3.5 times points so you can get more points for your guild if you're a stronger player in your guild. If you don't have the power to defeat these, don't bother. You can do it the way that I was just doing it, where you just auto select and then hit raid, but the best way to do it technically is you just go in, you hire one hero, and then you want to try and just kind of strategize around what you see on these teams and counter it with as little heroes as you possibly can, just to conserve as many heroes as possible so that you can defeat as many districts as you possibly can. It really just depends on how hard you want to go with Surge. I'm usually just way too lazy to put in all that effort, but if you want to put in all the extra effort, you totally can. You'll probably get some more gold that way as well. Just all depends on how much effort you feel like putting in for your Surge every day. Surge is by far the best way to get gold in this game for free, as long as you're in a pretty active guild that plays Surge every day. I think Surge unlocks at around like level 18, so it's gonna come like right away for you. Maybe like 20 or something like that. Somewhere between like 15 and 20. Probably should have checked before I started making this video, but whatever. You get it really early on in the game. You'll get it within like the first day of playing. Just keep in mind, you need to be in a guild in order to play Surge. If you're struggling with Surge, you can actually refight a district that has already been defeated. Just keep in mind that you cannot hire a previous cleared district, as it says here. So if you are in a guild that's like way stronger than your power, which is a relatively common thing, you may struggle to defeat a significant amount of the map. So you may just be stuck defeating this first one over and over again, which is totally fine. You can still earn your guild Surge points just by fighting 27 over and over again. You just can't hire, so you will be using more of your own heroes, and you also won't be helping your guild progress through the waves. But I do see a lot of people do that very often because the power of Surge really depends on like what your top guild members are. But you absolutely can just refight 27 over and over again in order to complete your Surge, especially if you're kind of short on time. Totally a viable option. Then at the end of Surge, after you've done all that you can, you've hit the point where you can't do any more fights anymore, you're gonna go up here, you hit the guild HQ, and you just contribute the rest of your heroes. All this does is it gives your guild more Surge points equal to whatever power you have left in your heroes. And even if you don't have a whole lot of time and like say you forget to do Surge, try and make sure that you at least contribute your heroes, because even just doing that by itself really helps out your guild a lot, even if you're not participating in the Surge per se. So just make sure you do that at least. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have for Surge. I hope this helps you out with just the very basics of Surge, how the game mode works, and all that kind of stuff. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give me a like, subscribe, comment. You guys know the deal. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I would really appreciate it, because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, baby, and I want to get there at some point. So help me out. I would hugely appreciate it. Anyways, so that's gonna be it. Peace. Neutron is almost 3 million. Holy shit.
Evil Queen is now the new background for the really good category.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck them all.
I love poo.